After demanding a statement, the judge granted the Broward Sheriff's Office until December 16th to provide an explanation for why YNW Melly shouldn't be free from prison. However, recent sources indicate that a significant revelation has fundamentally altered the release scenario. 10-day extensions, should no explanation be given for GU and Melly. The last 5 years have been an unending struggle, and each time it appears that he is getting closer to freedom, they either prolong the prosecutors' deadlines or offer a fresh justification for limiting his liberties. Even Guzzi described Melly's predicament as a vicious cycle, which only serves to fuel the flames. Originally scheduled for today, December 7th, the release date has been abruptly postponed by the judge.
Putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted him bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, they waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, they could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, after a mistrial, that doesn't have.
A lawsuit has reportedly been filed by YNW Melly's mother against the county jail, alleging that the institution mistreated her son during his incarceration. In a lawsuit alleging harsh treatment, Melly is requesting immediate release from the Broward Sheriff's Office. Statements he has been prohibited from seeing or communicating with any of his family members for the last 3 years, the lawsuit claims. They put Melly in a cold prison cell, separated her from the other prisoners, and refused her food. In a scary interview with his mother, YNW describes his life in prison. Melly's mother spoke eloquently about his imprisonment and inability to check his mail or make phone calls, implying that even with the Mysterian on his side, he may not live much longer.
To take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, they could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, after a mistrial, that doesn't.
However, Charleston White claims that YNW is not worthy of any preferential treatment. He genuinely relishes his suffering while behind bars.
The YNW Melly. I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated when you done chose to play.
Melly's mother became enraged by this and publicly apologized for her son's hardships.
Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life. As a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that.
At the first trial, however, Guzzi went to see YNW Melly's mother and discussed them. Many others were eager to hear from him again after his words of encouragement resonated deeply with her amid her struggles.
While he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
You stressed out. I heard she had a.
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that,
However, the federal authorities filed a detailed 6-page report explaining why YNWMelly should be kept behind bars. The prosecution started by outlining Melly's explanations for A former All Block member disclosed that Melly had a good friendship with King Von before his imprisonment and had asked him for guidance on how to handle YNW Melly sack chaser.
That Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Von was mad at me. Bro, why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why you?
According to the book member, Sack Chaser and Juvie were pursuing YNW Melly in order to obtain money. Melly and Borland were determined to maintain most of the profits, as they were the ones making the most from the YNW company, even if they planned to divide it into 4 parts. Marketing and merchandise for concerts. The purpose and the evidence found on Melly's phone the day of the incident don't appear promising. But if you know King Von, you wouldn't have understood how he would have advised Melly on how to handle the situation.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey!
6 hours after the crime, he was discovered with Portland, appearing unexpectedly happy as though nothing had happened. Ignorant to make things worse, YNW Melly basically admitted the crime in the letter.
Okay, and his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The YNW Melly count says what?
After that,
investigated YNW Melly's emotional reaction to the crime by looking at the Jeep's tangible evidence. Melly asserted, all of this occurred during a drive-by, but SD Williams' examination of the car demonstrated that this theory was implausible.
Number, you said 17 outside the car. How many rounds were inside the car?
3.
And can you exclude the for Mr. Williams and Mr. Thomas is coming from outside of the car?
Yes. From the driver's side back seat.
As to the shot that Christopher Thomas, where did that come from?
Driver's side back seat.
Oh. Is it possible for there to have been 2 inside that car?
No.
Why not?
There is no time assignment, which is to determine if this is a driver. And my determination was that this is not a drive-by. And it's based upon this picture here, which is a very good picture to describe it. All of these rounds are done. One is done at a stationary position. At a stationary position when all but one of these rounds are going in. The one round that has some movement in it, which is round site L here, the actually moving in that to create the little bit of a that you see there.
Okay, a lot of information in that answer, so let's break it down a little bit. You mentioned so I'm gonna zoom in on.
When Lobby Jew's mother arrived, she recognized the person sitting in the back. In the left seat, actor Williams essentially admitted that it had to be that man.
And are you related to one of the kids in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Mm-hmm.
And is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right-hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Janelle.
And Jamel, is that the defendant, Jamel Demons?
But the fence requested Borland, target Melly's boyfriend, for an extension to prevent the release of Melly.
Booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortland, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Demons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortland allegedly.
The federal authorities acquired a warrant and searched Portland's home, discovering documents in a poor location. Portland used the report to find out more about the jurors in the case when the BAM was in court. Below are the notes discovered during the raid on B's home last week. We listened to DJ Academicians discuss the gravity of this transgression after Borland gave an account of the jury's appearance and seating arrangements.
Sloppy. Bortland, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Like, god damn. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, come the f on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother.
If Melly had been sentenced to prison, Borland might have made the jurors' identities public and sought revenge, even though their identities are meant to remain secret during a trial. Most probably, Melly was not granted bond following the mistrial due to Borland. Sought to determine who the jurors from the prior trial were. In the courtroom, Melly asked his mother whether she was okay after he was denied bail, and she started crying. A new judge takes up Melly's attorney's case soon after his retrial, according to the story, and they are still attempting to get him released on bond. The retrial includes a number of moving parts. After hearing in court that Melly's trial is scheduled for September 2025, and after hearing from his mother, Jamie King, we anticipate the rapper's release in the near future.
Patience. So we did have court today, him and Bort, they both had court. And so basically, the judge put a new trial date in for September 10th of 2025. Please make it make sense. I don't know. At this point, they need to just dismiss the case. So, and yeah, he still doesn't have phone calls. Still no visitation. He's still in the new facility all alone by himself, no contact. He's not allowed to have contact with any other inmates. They move him around with several guards. It's...
The killings of Juvie and Sack Chaser, however, led to his and Borland's initial arrest in February 2019 if you examine the full YNWMelly case. Despite multiple attempts to obtain bail, Melly has remained in detention since his initial arrest, even after the case was declared a mistrial in July 2023. Feds head, according to Borland's 2019 bail release, he was the target from the beginning. Melly was primarily to blame for Omen's death, and Borland's initial investigation the night of the incident proved that he was the more innocent suspect. The federal government has been working to prevent Melly from being granted bail, as well as to determine how to grant it.
Ducking for my life, trying to make sure I don't get hit. And you telling me, you telling me about shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there, there's got to be some evidence there. There's going to be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here from when you guys opened the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's going to be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's going to be casings from the people at your car. Okay, there's going to be stuff, evidence over there. Okay, right now, there's nothing. I kind of think I know what happened because I got...
Both Melly and Borland have accused of tampering with witnesses because of their 5-year talks with Melly's ex-girlfriend.
6 new charges against Demmons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication.
In the YNW case, court documents show that Melly and Borland have been utilizing coded language to stop from testifying against Melly's ex-girlfriend, Juvie's father.
How to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person, and then that person.
Like to me, they going through extreme measures to try to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby mom.